Did you know one of the most important things for a child to be successful is simply to have an adult believe in them? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to be here tonight to talk to you about believing in children and young people. If I could achieve but one thing from this talk tonight, it would be to encourage everyone in this room, you, even you, Dietrich, to step up and mentor, motivate, and encourage children to dream big and lead amazing and meaningful lives. Today, I'm going to touch on three things: my life journey and why this has given me perspective and purpose, the mentoring that I've done with Brothers in Arms, and I'm going to finish with a story about Marcus Akahata Brown. So kia ora everyone, my name is Ray Calver. I was born in 1978, and boy oh boy was I a challenging child and young person. I was abusive to my parents, I smoked a lot of weed, I committed a bit of criminal offence. My father had motor neuron disease and unfortunately passed away when I was 15. Fortunately, I had several protective factors which ensured I turned out okay. No matter how bad or terrible I was, my parents always loved me. They always fed me, they always housed me, they always clothed me, and they always made sure I got a good education. When I got sent to boarding school at 15, tell you what, I hated boarding school at the time, but in retrospect, and isn't that always the case, it was one of the best things that happened to me. At age 18, I went into the workforce, started working with the intellectually handicapped, and most of the people I was working with were men aged in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Again, without recognising it at the time, these people all became some of the best role models I've had in my life. Fast forward 25 years, I'm now a youth justice senior social worker at Oranga Tamariki Ministry for Children. The core role of my job is to build relationships with young people who commit crime, try to show them a better direction to go into, and hopefully reduce the likelihood of them becoming repeat offenders. This job gives me purpose. So my life journey and my job also gives me perspective. I recognise that most of the young people that I work with simply don't have those protective factors that I talk about. And as a result of that, New Zealand has got some horrific statistics. 2018, 2019 OECD statistics shows New Zealand is number one in the world for teen suicide. Is this the country that we want? And I guess the more important question is, who's willing to do something about that? Now, I've been mentoring with Brothers in Arms for about 3 years. I can distinctly remember first meeting Ethan, who's 15, about 3 years ago. The first time I met him, we went to Piha, and by night and by torchlight, we climbed right up to the very top of Lion Rock. I thought it was really funny. The following week, I got an email from Brothers in Arms. It said, if you're doing dangerous activities with your young person, please let their parents know. Now, I didn't realise that climbing Lion Rock by torchlight at night was dangerous, but I guess you learn something new every day, right? So me and Ethan for the first year I was mentoring Ethan, we would meet up once a week for 2 to 3 hours, every week, week in, week out. We went go-karting, rock climbing, we checked out Motat, the museum, the Auckland Art Gallery. I cooked a few meals, and we went around sampling the best burger places to eat in Auckland. And I caught up with Ethan just 2 weeks ago. He's 17 now, and we went to our favourite burger place, which is probably Tiger Burger in Greyland. It's something I really like. Now, for the first year I was hanging out with Ethan, I was not really too sure about the impact that I was having on him. He was quite a quiet person, quite introverted, And so it was quite hard for me to really gauge what he was getting out of our time together. After that first year of seeing him once a week for about 2-3 hours each time, something happened which showed me that we'd built a trusting, strong friendship, and he felt comfortable confiding in me. One, he told me that he sometimes suffers from depression. 2, he said that he misses his father, who lives overseas. And 3, he introduced me to his girlfriend. So this demonstrates to me really clearly the power of spending time with other people and mentoring. And it's my belief that mentoring goes such a long way to providing better outcomes for young people. So I'm going to finish by telling you a story about Marcus Akahata Brown. 6 years ago, I was a social worker in primary school, and I had the opportunity to go to a teachers' conference on the North Shore. Now, to be honest, I can't remember anything that anyone said from that day, but I do remember what Marcus said. So Marcus was born Ngāti Porou, Bay of Plenty, and when he got through to 4th form, he was the first person in his whānau to get that far in the mainstream education system. When he got through to 7th form, he had a teacher come along and shoulder tap him and say, "Marcus, I think you'd be a really good teacher." And Marcus said, "Me? A teacher? Would I have to study more?" And the teacher said, "Yes, you'd need to go to university." And Marcus said, "University?" He didn't even know anyone had ever been to university. And the teacher said, "Marcus, I believe in you. I think that you can do it." So Marcus went away, studied some more, and at age 23 was at that stage New Zealand's youngest principal ever at an alternative education unit in Rotorua. Marcus went on to bigger and greater things. The United Nations was doing a commission on rights of the children. Marcus was our delegate from New Zealand. He went on to start a consultancy company and is now quite a well-known public and motivational speaker. 6 years ago, he gave us a message which I'm now going to give to you. It doesn't matter what context you come in contact with children. They might be your own kids, they might be your friends' kids, they might be those annoying kids at the end of your street who always seem to give you a hard time. But never, ever forget that you can be the catalyst in that child's life to send them onto an amazing future. I'm going to finish with a Maori whakatauki or a proverb, which I think kind of captures everything I've talked about today. He aha te mea nui I te ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. Thank you. Thanks.